Hello everyone, and welcome back once again to the Palladian Academy Let's Play. I'm Palladian, I'm your host, and as you can see, I died. I tried to swim in some lava. Yes, I did. And this is, for me, really annoying. Oh man, I really wish I hadn't done that. It was a really stupid thing to do. I didn't even do it for any good reason. I was just walking around the nether. And I got careless for 1 second, and then boom, dead. Lost not really that much great stuff. Okay, I lost a wither skull. I got my 8th wither skull. I lost that sucker. Lost my power 5 bow, which I'm quite sad about because it's not easy to get the perfect bow for me. Where are my bows? Guess I'll use this for a bit. So now I've got to rebuild my armory. 2 of my pieces of armor had already broken, so I guess that's kinda good. I didn't lose the armor that I was intending to keep, but now I'm no more Mr. Nice Guy. I'm going to should be making pants. I'm going to build some proper gear. Pants, shoes, hat, and sword. Oh yeah, I lost my looting 3 sword, so I have no more looting 3 swords. That is not good. Don't tell me. Don't tell me I had my looting 2 sword, diamond sword on me as well. That would be a bit of a disaster. Okay, well, anyway you cut it, I'm going to have to do some serious enchanting here. Where's my diamond breastplate? Maybe it's in my ender chest. Did you see it in my ender chest? I don't know. If you saw it, I didn't see it. There it is. That's my Respiration 3 helmet. I will keep that in there for now. Anyway, as you can tell, my mood is a bit subdued right now because, yeah, I had to leave Minecraft for a bit. Bit of a rage quit because, oh man, it's just really, really, really annoying. In fact, I'm not going to carry 9 diamonds with me. Even over to my skeleton farm, I'm not going to carry them. Sorry people if you're getting motion sickness from my dancing around all over the place. Anyway, I'm going to re-equip a little bit and then I'll be back. And right there is where I fell off. As you can see, I jumped over the edge of that for some reason. I can't figure out precisely why. There is no way to recover from it. The lava down here is deep and there is no nearby land. And of course, when you're in lava, you swim really, really slowly. So, totally unrecoverable. Except if I had ender pearls. But, because I don't have an enderman farm, I don't have any ender pearls. So, well, not enough to carry around in case I fall into lava. So I think, oh man, I lost my good pick too. Right, I'm going to re-equip, and I'll talk to you later. So, time to enchant, and I have 7 frames per second. Let's see what this does. Do this before I get all the XP in me. Yes, that's the way. Very good, very good, very good. Don't worry, the lag will go away momentarily. Very, very laggy. Look at all those entities, more than 1,000. It's all the XP orbs. This is how I like to do my enchanting. Protection 3, not bad. Alright, let's see what else we can get. Get it in there before I get another level 30. It's not normally this bad, it's just because I'm recording. 29, bam. Protection 3, Aqua Affinity Respiration. That's almost perfect. That's great. Okay, starting to speed up now very nicely. Boom. Projectile protection. Okay, not super great, but yeah, I'll take it. Would have preferred fire protection because that puts you out if you go on fire. Fire protection will help you out in a big way. 9, boom. Lane 1, boring. Oh, actually, I should do the other stuff first. I expect to get 7 enchantments out of this lot of blazes. There it is. Looting 3. Oh, that is a mercy. There's no other way of putting it. That is a mercy. Hopefully I can get a sharpness 4 sword, then I can get rid of Bane of Arthropods and put sharpness and looting 3 and knockback on a sword. That'd be fantastic. Efficiency, unbreaking. That's also very good. Alright, let's hope for some power 4 bows. Oh, I think that I'm going to have only just enough XP for one more enchant. Ooh, not even. Got a few blazes left here because I forgot to close this when I was getting ready. Power 4. That is a very, very successful enchanting spree. Great, I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, here we go again. 3, 2, 1. Whoa, I hit myself. And here comes the XP. And I don't know where the crafting table, the enchanting table is. Hopefully I can get it. Yes. Alright, let's get a bow in there. Before I hit 30, please. I double clicked. Thank you. Flame 1 powerful. That is very, very good. I can get my Flame 1 power 5 bow again. That's fantastic. Alright, I also need a couple of shovels. There we go. I'm breaking. Okay. Let's get efficiency, please. I'm breaking Silk Touch. Okay. I'm going to have to enchant some more shovels then. Was not expecting that. That Silk Touch is nice, I guess. I already have a Silk Touch shovel though, so it doesn't really matter. Sharpness 4. Oh yeah, that is good. That's ripe for combination. Click. Oh man. That's ripe for combination with this looting 3 sword actually. That would be perfect. Read. Ooh. Sharpness 4, knockback 2. Okay, so that's a successful session. Now what I need to do is see if I can find my anvil. I want to upgrade my pants to protection 4, and I'll rename them to, actually I don't know what the Latin word for pants is. That's a bit of a bummer. Let me find out quickly. Okay, we input pants, see if there's a Latin word. Brachiae, or brachae. No, that'll do. Wait, type in here. Brachae. Okay, I name them, and then I put unbreaking. And then I've got unbreaking protection 4 pants. That's positive. Sorry about that, hit the wrong F button. Give me my pants. Lots of blaze rods. Oh yeah. If you're wondering why I got more blaze rods that time, it's because I looted them. Looting 3 works as long as you are holding the looting 3 weapon at the time the entity dies. So if I'm shooting ghasts, the moment I loose the arrow, I switch to my looting 3 sword, and then I can loot the ghasts, and you get tons more ghast tears, that's for sure. Okay, I do kind of want to try combining one of these with one of these. I think it'd have to be this way. That's not good. It might not work. Or I might have to wear this one down. Because I think it's trying to repair as well. Or I could wear this one down. Yeah, okay, I don't know. I'm not really sure about that. I do have 2 very good swords, so I could make a sharpness 5 sword when I'm ready. But I'm going to go get another couple of shovels, and then I'll be back. Okay, last one. Let's enchant this sucker. Pick it once, please. That's the easy way. Shift click. What I got? Efficiency unbreaking. That's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. 7, 8, 9, 30. Efficiency 4. Okay, so that's a good combination. That means I can get efficiency 5. Okay, also want to do a couple of bows again. Because, you know, it's nice to have a few extra good bows lying around, which apparently I'm not going to get. There's 30. Power 3. Yeah. I think I'd better keep the rest of the XP. I want to rename some stuff, I think. Ooh, there's a fair bit left. Ooh, there's a fair bit left. I was thinking of renaming the rest of my clothes here. And I should put, whoa. I should put some more potions in here because I've been using this a lot as a result of my death 2 more. Oh, just enough. That's great. Point. Okay. Not as many blaze rods as I expected. Must not have had my looting sword up at the right time. Okay. Don't mind the people shouting in the background. Alright, I really need to build this place up properly. Maybe I'll do that next episode. Alright, let me put my sound back on and then I'll be back. Okay, here's my portal. This goes back to my first base. You'll recognize it, no doubt. I want to show you something that I've discovered. First of all, we can go through like this, normally. So, as you can see, I end up back in my base as intended. But, if I do something a little bit differently, I'll show you what happens. Just want to unload my precious loot. Yeah, you can go. Bows, yeah, okay. One powerful bow, one powerful punch bow. One power 3, power. Oh, that's the bow there. So I've got a powerful punch and a powerful flame. That's good, so I can make 2 power 5 bows. Very good characteristics. But for the moment, I'll just put those away. Because I want to show you guys this. Let me show you. Just going to go back through. Okay, now, I'm going to go through this portal again. Just standing here. See? I ended up in the wrong place. And see all of this gap here? That's where other portals that I've broken down in the past have appeared. So it matters not where the portal block itself is, but where you are actually standing in it. So I'm going to go back to base, and then I'm going to see if it's this way. Come on. I'm going to see if, well, I was definitely standing one block, or on the block slightly further away at the time that I went through the portal, right? So what I want to know is, does it actually take my exact coordinates and transform those, or does it take just the block I'm standing on? So that would be one block further away, and because the portal is already at the very limit, if I stand one block further away, then I don't go through properly. So that is what I want to find out now, because that is something that is known probably by almost nobody. I did read something like that in the wiki once. I think it was the wiki or some forum somewhere. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to stand at the very edge of the block, pull in like this. See what this does. Oh, so it is taking my exact position. That is very interesting. I did not know that. Where's the other portal? There it is. Okay, so that's something new about portals, and it will matter almost never except when the portal is right at the very, very limit of its range, or when two portals excuse me, when two portals are coinciding, when they're really, really close together, or when there's a very fine balance between going one way or going another way. So that's interesting. It might be actually possible to go two different ways from just one portal block. That is very interesting. Is it turning nighttime? Yes, it is. But I want this obsidian. Excuse me. Better eat, eh? Another thing I want to say is I want to apologize for the length of time between this episode and the last. There is a good reason for that. JL2579 has, together with another Minecrafter called Code Crafter or something, can't remember his name, but I'll post it in the description if I remember. They have worked together to create a little file that searches seeds for quad witch huts in a 128 chunk radius of spawn, or of 00. And it takes a lot of computing power to do the calculation because it's an extremely rare occurrence. So I've been devoting quite a lot of CPU time to that. And while I'm doing that, there is absolutely... Crikey, that scared me. There is absolutely no chance of playing Minecraft because it takes up every possible CPU cycle it can, as you can well imagine. And I haven't found a good way to make it not do that. Like, I haven't managed to get it to... Whoa, there's a lot of mobs out here. I haven't managed to get it to decrease its priority or something, because I used to do this thing called folding at home, which you would donate your CPU time to research the way proteins fold, because it's a very computationally intensive task, and even with supercomputers it's not really possible to do it in a reasonable amount of time. So they outsourced their computing to basically a large community of willing helpers, and I was one of those for a while. Managed to get a fairly good amount of stuff done. What do I want to do now? Actually kind of want to work on the iron golem farm. Do I have the tools, is the question. Probably should take some stuff. So I've been working, that's what I've been tying up my CPU, so it's been a bit difficult to play Minecraft in between that. I found a number of pretty good seeds, which hopefully will be of some use to people. And I might use one of them, I don't know. I don't really want to change this world now that I've already started building the iron golem farm, because that is a big build, and I don't... Yeah, I really don't want to have to do all of that over again. As you can see, there is where my village is blossoming. That's where I'm breeding my villagers. I've got a finite villager breeder, and as a result it's got quite a lot of doors. And I was initially thinking, you know, why should I bother? I'm on my own game. I could put the villagers in there with spawn eggs, and number one, nobody would be the wiser except for me, and number two, it'd be so much faster. I'd save myself heaps and heaps and heaps of time, so why not do that? But then I thought, well, when I started this, I said that my policy on cheating was that I would only obtain things legitimately. I should have particles on, shouldn't I? Are they in love? No. And the whole idea of just spawning villagers in even though yes, it would save a lot of time, and no, it doesn't really matter one way or the other, I kind of do want to do it properly. So I decided that I would do it with nether portals. Got this portal set up, and this leads to where the village there's a village way over there. I had a portal in the village, took them through the nether at the very high point of the nether to this portal, and then sent them into there. And this railway didn't work out exactly as intended, but I managed to get them in there in the end. But I think I'm going to have to make a modification or two when I want to get them out again. But the whole idea is that this ton of doors here, these are all valid doors, and they will breed and produce. Just take damage. No. They'll breed and produce enough villagers so that I can fill all of my cells. Crikey, I've just had dinner and stuff, and seems to be not agreeing with my stomach that well. Anyways, you don't want to know about that. What you do want to know about is cool stuff. Unfortunately, I don't actually have that much cool stuff to show you because I haven't, as I say, I haven't been playing Minecraft that much. So I haven't been able to do a lot of progress. Hopefully I will be able to have some more progress for you next time. And I think that my episodes will start to become about once a week. Hopefully that will be okay with people, because I was always intending to decrease the frequency eventually. A couple of reasons. Number one, I simply can't play that much Minecraft. Number two, even if I could, I wouldn't want it to take over my life like that. So, I'm going to have a little look around and then I'll be right back. Okay, I've kind of figured out what I want to do. I want to place the last of the signs to hold back the water. And while I do that, I'm going to talk about how my voice is totally unusable today. No, I'm going to talk about a very important topic, probably for a lot of my listeners. It's the subject of learning stuff, learning a new subject, or becoming proficient at, just 3, okay. Becoming proficient at some branch of, human knowledge. So, for example, this needs to be 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, place. Is that correct? 4, 8, yes. Okay, so let's say that you want to learn something new in mathematics. I teach maths, so I think about this sort of stuff all the time. How does a person become really proficient, become really good at something new that they didn't previously know? Could be even learning a language or anything like that. I'll just check this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, place. Oops, let's go there, I believe. And since I think a lot of people who play Minecraft or watch videos of me playing Minecraft are students, it's something that really matters to them as well, I think. Let's just check. 2, 4, 6, 8. Good. So, one thing that I've come up with over the time that I've been thinking about this stuff is that it's really important to have some sort of overall framework that guides your understanding. Having just bits of disparate information doesn't work at all. So that would be like if you were trying to learn a language and somebody just said, okay, well, here's a dictionary, and once you know all the words, then you know how to speak the language. That's just not true at all, of course. Yeah, now I've run out of things to do. Actually, no, I haven't. I need some ice. I know this episode is getting on the long side, so I'm trying to finish my thought before I have to go. I'd better sleep, actually. Anyway, so one of the more important things is that you should have some sort of framework that you build your knowledge in. So if you want to learn a new branch of mathematics, the most important thing for you to know is the very, very basic theory of that branch of mathematics. So for example, most people will be aware of a mathematical object called a fraction. Fraction is very simple. It's two natural numbers, usually, or two integers, and one is dividing the other. So with natural numbers, with fractions, there are certain rules guiding their behavior. And we generally tend to learn the rules of adding and subtracting, multiplying and dividing, and that needs to be, I think this is a 4 by 4, or is it a 2 by 2? No, this is a 4 by 4. Now I need my silk touch shovel because it's placed wrong. Once you have established a framework in that you're going to build your knowledge in, then you can start to do deeper stuff. You can start to understand more specifics, right? So, for example, with fractions, once we understand what a fraction is, it's one number dividing another number, then we can start to understand why the rules are the way that they are. For example, one of the simple rules of fractions is that if you want to divide a fraction by another fraction, you take the fraction which is the divisor, or the denominator, you flip it upside down and then you multiply it. Now why do we do that? Because the opposite of dividing is multiplying. So if we are dividing by the numerator, that's the same as just dividing by that number. And if we're dividing by the denominator, that's the same as then multiplying by that number. So if we've got half, I need my silk touch shovel badly. That was close. Let's say we divide a half by a third, the way you do that is 1 is the numerator of the number that's dividing the other number. So we're dividing by 1, effectively, which is the same as not doing anything, but we can leave that aside for now. We're dividing by 1, and we are then multiplying by 3, because if you divide by division, it's the same as multiplying. The same as undoing what you had done before. So once we understand that, we can understand why the rule has to be, if you want to divide, then you have to flip and multiply. And you can then remember that that is the rule, even if you forget it, because you understand the basic principles of what a fraction is. If you did not understand the basic principles of what a fraction is, then you might learn the rules by rote, but if you then forget them later, there's no way for you to understand how to find out what they are again. In other words, how to derive them. If you understand the principles, then you can even derive them yourself. And I have done that before in things like probability, where stuff was pretty simple. I've actually worked stuff out, like during a test, for example. I hadn't studied, and something came up that I didn't know anything about, but I just followed what I thought would be logical, and it turned out to be the case. So if you understand the basic principles of something, that's the first step to learning about that something. You need a framework for your understanding to live in. It's like the foundation of a house, right? You build the foundation first, and nobody builds a house before they build the foundation, because number one, it's very hard to build a house on saggy ground. Number two, if you build a house on saggy ground, it's not likely to last very long. And number three, if you wanted to put the foundation in afterwards, that would be extremely difficult, and if not impossible. So that's just a metaphor, but it kind of works for this as well. Anyway, that's going to be it for today. I hope that you've enjoyed this episode. It's not been too knowledge-ishy, but hopefully it's been enough variety for you to enjoy it. And if you have enjoyed it, please leave me a like, because it helps me get some exposure. And tell your friends and what's not if you think it's a good episode. And until next time, I'm Palladian PE, signing out.